Hey guys, I'm just going to today do top coats on three different projects. I'm going to be adding alcohol ink coloring to both of these and a little bit more um green tint to this one along with the flood coat. I've already poured some clear on this one and I'm just going to get started and pour some green around in areas to tie it all together. Just to tie it all together. And that one will be almost complete. I'm adding a little bit of glitter in areas with this one to show depth just in the top layer. I think it's very pretty and I think somebody is going to love it. That's what I think. Somebody is going to love it. So I'm going to let that level out. Then I'm going to go and work on the other two. I think this one is going to end up being nice. Somebody said that it was a little busy for them, but all that mattered is if I liked it. And I think that beauty is definitely in the eye of the beholder, and I know for sure that everybody's not going to like everything that you do. I think the trick is finding your space, finding what you love to do, and going with that. So I am going to start just pouring this in the areas that I really don't want a ton of color on. And then I will start navigating the darker colors to add depth. In the areas that I want you to see depth and texture and balance it all out so it doesn't look two-dimensional. So I'm just going to add a little bit of color here and yonder. To make it have lots of depth in it. I want to be able to turn it and twist it and be able to see it underneath and make it cool. That's what I want to do. It may not be cool, but I think it will be. I'm going to add a little bit of this green in areas, just little places to make you want to look through. I'll take the rest of this and put in here. And we will be done with the green. I have to do a little bit of work here. It's seeping through in a few places. And I don't really want that to happen. So, I clean that up a little bit. Alright. So this again is the green, that is the pinata green, but it is obviously turns to a blue. If anybody has the answer to that, why the pinata green turns blue in the resin, I'd really like to know why that is happening. So if you have an answer, let me know in the comments. I'm going to put blue in areas over here too, mostly where it is blacks and purples. A little bit of blue in this one. Drive somebody crazy, I guess. So I have a little bit of a deeper blue. I'm going to run in here also. It's just a different blue. It's actually the blue from Rangers, the dark blue. Add the glitter over top of the reds. Maybe around the moon a bit. And it has iridescent glitters in it. Put this in my white area. And in the waves, I will add some more white resin to it. Hopefully it's just gonna end up looking, I hope this one's gonna look like outer space, is what I hope. Doesn't mean that it will, but I'm kind of hoping that it will. Seeping. I'm going to get a mold of some sort. Let's see. This is a rose. So I'm going to, because I have some left over, I'm going to mix all of these in here. make a pretty blue rose. Gonna make a pretty blue rose. I don't know if you guys have seen my bottle stoppers or not. I'll show you a red rose. It is quite pretty, I think, and it's a wine stopper. Kind of cool. That's what I make with my roses. There's all of that ready to go. Now I'm going to mix a little white, and I use, what do I use? I use Casting Craft to make my white, to put in my resin. I just think it's pretty. So we'll mix that. See what we can do with a little bit of a hue there. I'll make sure all this is covered on the edges. Don't want to leave anything out there. Alright, this one's almost got all the edges covered on it. This all out of my way. And I gotta get another stick to stir. Alright, so we're just going to mix it in areas. And then I'm going to use my airbrush. I'll be right back. I was cooking collard greens and totally forgot I was cooking collard greens. That's terrible. So I'm just going to airbrush my waves just a tad. So they'll bring into perspective the wave. I know resin art isn't for everybody, but for those people that really love it, I'm with you. I'm with you. I really like it a lot. I just like how it moves, what it does. It's amazing to me. All right, I'm going to put a few, hoping that I'm not going to screw it up, but just a few crazies in here. And I'm going to blow it around. Let's see what it does. Look like some kind of funky atmosphere, huh? Hopefully it will have some kind of nice lacing around about it. Add the blue back into it just a little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of white up here in the sky. And we'll blow it around and see what it does. We'll all come back into leveling out, and hopefully it's going to look kind of cool. I'm kind of hoping. I wish I had a little bit more dark blue here. I think I'm going to add a little bit more drops to the little bit that I have left and see if I can get it a little bit darker. See if I can. Because I want it to be darker right underneath the foam of the wave. Just a little bit. And all this is alcohol inks with the resin in it. Put white right there so it doesn't go over my yellow. And drop a little bit more of the dark blue in this one. I really want to drop some white glitter in there too. Really, I do. So let me see if I can do that. If I can find some real quick. Of the white glitter. I may not have it out. I thought I did. There it is. Maybe. There it is. I did have it out. I'm just going to drop a little bit of the white in there. There's that. Trying to get it to sink down in there a bit. Okay, so I'm going to call them pretty good. I'm going to call them pretty good. Give it one more piece of depth there. Blow that around a teeny bit more. And I will show you the mess that I have made. Guy is not wanting to stay sealed here. He does have the actual bark on the outside of him, so I'm going to be picking up some resin and redoing it in there. So, anyways, I'll bring my camera down and show you what it looks like. Hope not to jostle you too much. Alright. So, I still think this guy is very pretty. I do. Busy or not, he's very pretty. Let me turn off my overhead light so at least one of the fragments of light is gone. Alright, so this is now my ocean scene. And bottom layer is acrylic. And top layer is resin and alcohol inks. So, and here is my sky. I really like him. Anyways, this is my joy today. I hope you guys are having a blessed day creating something. These three will be ready for Saturday for my sea glass market. Anyways, just gonna say peace out to you.